So the next of our gold medal encounters, all these matches intriguing here as this wonderful sport of racquetball. The events come to a conclusion and the men's singles here promises plenty here. The current world #1, Conrrado Moscoso of Bolivia, looking for a first gold for Bolivia at the World Games in the racquetball. Against, I suppose, he's not top of the rankings, but in terms of the sport in recent times, the current Pan-American champion here from Argentina, maybe the most important player in the draw that we've seen overall, looking to crown it, Diego García here as well. And equally impressive in the commentary box through all these 5 days so far, Gustavo Farrell, alongside myself, Guy McCree here. Gus, good day to you again here. The second of our gold medal encounters, and fair to say the two men who've made it through have impressed these crowds in Chengdu this week.
Oh, certainly, and both of these players deserve it in being here today. They know each other. They've played many times before. You have to realize here that Garcia, when he started playing the sport, idolized Moscoso as he got into the game himself. And we saw, as you mentioned, in
Angelica Barrios there, who's the first Bolivian win a medal at the World Games, bronze years ago. Such disappointment for her. She was 2 points from beating Paola Longoria in the semi-finals. Wishing her well. You can see that knee raised here, but she's here cheering on her mixed doubles partner in this event, competitor here, who is receiving to begin here the world #1 here, Moscoso. Garcia with that familiar crack. Power game gets us underway.
First serve in 100% right now, point on the board. Unbelievable power and precision from Garcia on that serve.
I mean, that's the thing first and foremost. Those, again, conscious we've got new viewers joining us all the time. We're reflecting on the draw here, but even for the world #1 here, just to point to you, Gus, early on here, for Moscoso, a power player himself, is to deal with what Garcia brings to the match court.
Definitely, and well said. That we just saw a court hinder, 2 serves. The camera in the back glass was hit. I think that's the only designated court hinder. First time I've seen it hit.
Yeah, Moscoso doesn't lack power himself. It's top of the rankings, but this is going to be, because Garcia, I'd argue, no one's hit the ball harder here in Chengdu in this main draw than this man.
I'll tell you, he may have hit the ball harder on this court, but I saw Moscoso on the other court, and it seemed like he was doing just the same. Here we go.
It's not for the faint-hearted, this matchup.
These two individuals, Moscoso attempting to redeem himself, having lost in the Pan American semifinal against Garcia this past April. And I think that's the tone of this game for Moscoso. He wants to show Garcia that he's still #1.
Already some of the crowd reactions, how they're impacting the ball here.
Moscoso looking for an avoidable on that, not called by the referee. Hinder ball, avoidable again, an offensive shot taken away from a player that would have resulted in a point. And he does not appeal it. Each player has 2 appeals per game. Lost appeals.
Oh, easy does it. It didn't look like he was even trying there.
Garcia was probably one of the hardest guys to pass on either side, and he wasn't close to getting that ball back.
See you later.
2-2. Both of these players, in particular Moscoso, have a tendency to overstep the service line, which would constitute a false serve. And I'm certain that our head referee from Colombia, Pacho Gomez, is watching for that, as should be the Argentinian player and coaches for appeals calls. Ball going up top. Not messing around, Moscoso.
No.
I would have to say, if either of these players get into rallies, I would, based on what I've seen this World Games 2025, Garcia is likelier to come out with the point. Moscoso wants to keep the rallies really short. And as we've talked about, players would like to see each point won on the serve, or at least a serve, return, and kill.
Yeah.
Whereas the fans would like to see a little more play, and they will.
Yeah. No, there will be rallies, but we always make the point, the elites particularly, they have no interest really in the longer rallies. They want to keep it as short and sharp as possible. And that's what's happening here. Moscoso, particularly here, has started well.
Down the lines, both sides, no chance again. This time left side for, as you saw, for Garcia to get that ball. 4-2. Crack, left side, ace. Ace serve is an irretrievable serve. We are at 11:20 here in Chengdu.
And
in the morning.
We've got a timeout here as well, quite a little bit earlier than they normally arrive here. Conscious, I think, of how his opponents started here, Garcia, how well Moscoso is playing, he's called the timeout.
We were talking about how Garcia idolizes Moscoso, and back in April, successful in beating his idol, his mentor, his always looking up to his the player that he's always wanted to be like, and then defeating him. And now Moscoso, who is trying to show everyone that he is #1 in the world, and this is why, going to try to put Garcia back in his place. We see that Moscoso is on the phone talking.
I was going to ask you, because we've seen players doing this. I think those who follow racket sports, overall are intrigued by this, that you can get on the smartphone here. I mean, that's not permitted in other sports.
Well, it is here, and of course this is being televised worldwide, so his coaches are looking and seeing, pointing out things to him. Not all the coaches able to come and be here with us in Chengdu. Let's see what Moscoso changes as a result of that phone call. Garcia now taking his one and only weapon, timeout. See if that was effective for him.
Yeah, because he's been the most impressive in terms of his performances here. Moscoso just been a little bit better here to begin. Very early stages, the gold medal match. Lead of 3 for the Bolivian.
Moscoso from Sucre, Bolivia. Garcia, Cochabamba. There's that splat that we've seen many a time. We have the perfect position to view that. And even one of the fastest players in the sport could not get to that splat just hit by Garcia. 3-5. That was a delicate, difficult shot. That ball kept inching over to the glass. And Moscoso did a good job to not hit the glass when he swung at that, but did not make the front wall. 4-5. Definitely a good timeout for Garcia. Again, using the lines. Moscoso is doing that very well, actually passing García, something that few have been able to do throughout this tournament. Both sides of the court.
You know, you use that expression quite a bit of giving it a crack overall here. I mean, our production team do an amazing job. We're privileged here, right behind the court, just at the brutality. I mean, you don't want to hit that ball. The way these two are striking it here. I mean, it's clean as we've seen through the draw. And these two to begin, first 11 points.
García back in to serve after that backhand pass.
The other thing,
Right side.
the other thing, Gus, as well, to develop on is you don't feel like they're really, you feel like they're just in the comfort zone with that ball strike as well, because it's just, they're in such good physical condition, technically so strong.
And not that time.
No.
That applause by the audience here, the fans. Got to see how that shot, he sliced it a little bit. It hit that left glass, and so when it hit the front wall, it kind of kicked back down the line, and Moscoso did not anticipate that, could not reach that, as you saw there. 6-6, we're all tied up now.
He's got his way back into this since the time. 5-2 at the timeout, García.
Each player and their coaches should be watching that foot fault service line. I am seeing both players stepping over it, not being called by the official. Difficult angle to pick that up, but definitely can result in a call reversal if they're watching that. Now Moscoso, down a point, chooses to use his one available timeout. 1 minute timeouts, one per game, per player. And nice to see Angelica Barrios there with Moscoso.
And we have Maria Jose Vargas as well on the other bench as well, cheering on a mixed doubles partner. So back on the phone again here. Moscoso, a key stage it's going to be of this opening game. Giving some extra tactical insight, I'm sure, there. Yeah, just to make the point with this while he's on the phone taking the call here, Moscoso. Compared with other racket sports, I mean, professional tennis, for example, that's not permitted.
That's right.
You know, in a match, they very, very much make the point in tennis. You're on your own. You work it out when you're on the court. But as you say, I mean, you can't make the travel here as well to this event. Actually, there's a point here from the federation's point of view that permitting that's understandable. As you were saying before, to allow that for the players.
They started doing it and using that. I don't see that changing in the rules. I think it's okay. And as I said, when you're in the court, it's very different than when you're outside the court. So you're seeing things differently. Having played many years as I have, from outside the court, it is very easy. Inside the court, everything changes. So it helps to have somebody make those observations for you, point out some nuances that one's not seeing while you're playing. 7-6. Got to see it now. Game 1 was a legal serve. His serve line. Foot was on the line. Powerful backhand splat again.
Powerful, I think, is underdoing that one.
It's almost like the ball picks up speed after it hits the side wall.
Yes.
8-6. Ball's down. Not questioned by Moscoso. 9-6. 10 seconds to serve once the score is called for either player to serve or receive. Back wall. Unforced error. Right shot. Straight in. We're at first game point possibility 4. Got to see a 10-6. down early, and after he took his time out, he has taken control of his first game.
Yeah, 4 game points. Remember, he was 5-2 down that time out. Oh, on the floor there, world number 1. Oh, he's just fallen on that forearm as well, at the elbow area. There's a bit of discomfort here. Moscoso.
So the call on the floor is replay. Obviously, we don't want to see anybody get hurt. Ooh. As he was tripped up going for the ball. Moscoso going for the ball.
The problem is as well, the arm there. I mean, it's taken his body weight there coming down. I tell you, he's in the back right corner. Of course, his compatriot. I mean, that awful ending to her semi-final, Barrios, here with the knee injury. But yeah, Moscoso here just getting up a bit gingerly. That impact on the forearm.
The appeal in question here is saying couldn't get to the ball. Moscoso, even tripping up, could not get to that ball that García hit. And that call stands. The appeal is considered used by García. The referee is saying that Moscoso could have gotten to that ball had he not been tripped up. 10-6.
Still game points. Well, feeling any discomfort in the forearm, there wasn't anything there.
Fortunately, that was his left arm, if you want to call that fortunate, but it wasn't his swinging arm.
Yes, on that side. Seems okay. He's grinning through it here, Moscoso.
7-10 now. Packed house.
Yeah, as you said, that is fortunate where he's landed, because, of course, in racquetball, all the work is going through that arm, the racket arm there. If he'd fallen on the other arm, I mean, that would be even more problematic for Moscoso. He is there down again.
Deep high lob serve. García wanted it, didn't get it. That point, and now we are at 8-10. Moscoso climbing back into this first game. And the way this sport has evolved now, you see the different countries that have come to lead. And Bolivia, Argentina are 2 of the countries that have shown that they're at the top of the racquetball world in the 2020s.
3rd game point. This time on Moscoso's service here.
My prediction, in 10 years, we're going to see China in the medal rounds.
Splat side wall. He does really well to keep it alive, Moscoso. And then there as well. This is the player, the world number 1 here, from game points down, finding what's required.
He had García all the way in the back court, and when García got the ball to the front wall, Moscoso did not make a mistake in re-killing that in the corner.
We're going to dry the surface here as well, some moisture getting on it. Maria Jose Vargas there on the bench. Mixed doubles partner of Diego García. I mean, they've got a couple, haven't they? Argentina now, in terms of the top of the sport. We've seen it in these draws, Gus. But I mean, going forward as well, those 2 are not going anywhere.
They're going to be around a long while. They play doubles very well together.
So 3 saved here. The world number 1. Still 1 more chance upcoming here for García to strike first in the gold medal match.
9-10. Let's watch that front foot. This is an important aspect of the serve. Legal serve. Game number 1, García.
Gets there eventually. And his fourth and final game point, so it is first blood here to the Argentine in this gold medal match in Chengdu. That's how he did it. That return, good enough for Diego García to take the opening game of this one. 11 points to 9 off Moscoso. Back on the phone again. Could be deemed an emergency call this amount, but it might be a bit strong, Gus, at this point. I mean, a game down for Conrrado Moscoso here, the world #1, but finding himself a game down in this gold medal match here. And for Diego García, just back on that point you were making earlier, quite finished up on the recent meeting, went the distance, you know, the Pan American Championship semi-finals, that was only in April. You know, overall, and it's interesting with this one, as you say, the idea of revenge, everything else, but also the player who got through that, what they can take coming into this. You can spin it both ways.
The biggest match of Diego's life was in April when he finally defeated his former fellow countryman, Moscoso, and that showed the world and himself that he can and will play at that level. So now that that's past him, I think we're seeing a different Diego García, and he will continue to climb up. A little bit younger than Moscoso, about 6 years younger. Of course, they've known and played against each other for many years, but now where they're at, they're playing at the similar levels, both of them on the Pro Tour, but still we have Moscoso #1. Interesting in the evolution of racquetball, I was saying that Bolivia now in the 2020s is atop the chart. You can see here, transitioning from the United States in the 80s and 90s, and then going on to Mexico, who dominated in the 2010 era. So many Mexican players playing racquetball, and now Bolivia up and coming with the number of youngsters that are playing racquetball.
Game 2 getting underway. The world #1 game down.
Crack left side. Miss hit in that rally by Moscoso coming off the back wall. I thought that point was going in Garcia's favor. Didn't get it. Short serve. It's uncanny how some of these players have the ability to make it look like they're going to serve in one direction and then they serve in the other direction. And a receiving player has to be looking for that.
Skip through.
Garcia let up a little bit on that return. Kind of a loose return. 2-0.
Took that out of the air. Did he?
Ball skipped. Appeal.
Yeah.
By
There was a
Garcia.
little bit of doubt there. Just wondered for a moment, as you say, the call that it didn't make it to the front wall without bouncing, but there is the appeal here from the Argentine.
Here it is.
Get another look at it here, Gus.
I have to agree. Appealing. So that appeal is won by
Yeah.
Garcia. Conclusive that it did not bounce. 1-2, no appeal used there. Short serve.
Yeah, gets to keep it there. You get 2 per game, but successful with it. As I just suggested, I thought he made that. So it was a good appeal from
Good
the
call.
Argentine for that first point of the game. Not up there, getting there in time. Moscoso.
I don't think there was any doubt in Garcia's mind that he got that by the manner in which he appealed. 2-2, all tied up.
Yeah, it's a performance. It's been through the draw, really, from him. Full of conviction. His own abilities to execute. And there, Moscoso just controlling the middle, really, in great position.
He sliced that just a little bit so that when the ball hit the front wall, it kind of tailed off to the left side. No chance of Garcia getting that. Back on top, 3-2. Watch that front foot as he... Again, missed. Moscoso appealing. His get saying he got to the ball. Our referee saying that it bounced twice before he returned it.
Being kept busy, the officials here, Pacho Gomez and Diana Aguilar.
That mistake by Moscoso comes from the fact that he missed the previous shot, leaving the ball up.
Waiting for the review here, as you say, the appeal that was made by Moscoso here. Still reviewing the evidence.
So he did get that. And similar to Garcia's appeal, and we got a little smirk out of Garcia. You don't get much out of him. He doesn't agree with that call, but of course, he's a very respectful player.
Maybe surprised that combined for the pair of them, they've been successful with those, because as we say, the appeal hit rate
They
through,
still have
through the week has been not great for the players, but the last 2 successful medal match.
powerful serve, clearing the short line, putting Moscoso now up 4-2.
How has he got that? Oh, just bouncing before the front wall. Man.
That looked like there was no chance of him getting that ball.
Prior to that, unreal get from García. Now a timeout coming here, called by the Argentine. First timeout of this second game.
Discussing with his coach Ernesto Ruiz. Tell him to keep thinking, keep mentally strong, think about where you're hitting the ball. 1 minute timeouts. Remembering in the history of the World Games back in 2009, Kaohsiung, it was all USA back then too.
Yeah, as we've been saying, it's amazing how the sport has developed in a comparatively short time frame.
Garcia
to Pacho Gomez there.
Asking a question, not hearing what was asked.
Yeah, we didn't pick that up. It's just away from us.
You talk about the dominance of the players in the sport. There's two people that have dominated this sport. One, Paula Longoria in women's racquetball, And in men's racquetball, a name that everybody knows, Kane Selenchuk from the USA. And he's still at the top of the charts here. World, what racquetball is.
Capacity crowds here. Such a engaging event, these 5 days of main draw action. He's been a big part of it, Diego García. He hasn't dropped a game yet in the singles, but behind here in game 2 of this one to the world #1 will resume off that timeout.
5-2. Foot clearly over the short line.
Sent to that back area of the court brilliantly by the Bolivian.
Forcing some errors, Moscoso is, of Garcia in that back court.
Moscoso there just making a point about the surface. That was quite pronounced there. Squeaking in the shoes.
Waving off the cleaning crew from coming in, saying it's okay.
Yeah.
And
I'll do it.
Up now 6-2. This time serving right side. Garcia was there. He was already moving in that direction. Ball called short. Signaling there. Interesting how he signaled to the right side. The signal was to tell the referee to watch the encroachment if he was going to lob serve right side. That's what he was saying. And he quickly half lobbed left side, trying to throw Garcia on that. Very strategic. Didn't work. But thanks to Garcia skipping the ball in, didn't matter. A lot of the nuances of the game that unless you've played for many years, you're not sure what's all the rest of the game that's going on inside that court.
Oh, just a little slip there, put paid to his chances, Garcia that time.
Garcia hits the ball so hard, I don't know if you've seen that, but when that ball hits that front wall, it actually comes off like a curve ball because of the pace of the ball. Few players can do that.
Well, the racket speed, the snap is
short
something.
serve, and that's a good, let's see that again. Appealing that, saying the serve was good.
100% for appeals in this game so far. These two, let's see it again. They're on it, aren't they, these two? He's got that again. Surely.
This won't be missed. If it was over the line, he'll get the point.
Yeah.
Because Garcia didn't return it. Of course, if it was short, it goes to second serve.
Yeah, they're still reviewing, but I think our replay there, it's, to me, Gus, it was quite clear. It was over the centre line there.
Looking at the referees, and then we have Dean Scher, our treasurer, and next to him, Mauro Grandio, our Secretary General, International Racquetball. Some dignitaries. Fantastic job, guys, here. Ace crack.
As we thought. And this timeout for Garcia just hasn't worked out at all. I mean, since then he trailed 5-2, and Moscoso said, hey, I want parity here. He might shortly be getting it. 2 points from the second game. Oh. That is imperious.
And Garcia's been doing that to everybody on the right side all tournament long, and now
I was about to say.
Moscoso shows him some of his own medicine.
8 chances here to take the game for the Bolivian. I mean, how about that for a response? Fitting of the top-ranked man in the sport right now. That's the first game that García has lost in the singles in this draw, and he's lost it pretty easily. Moscoso hitting back.
Look at that last serve and the put away in the corner. 11-2. Game 2, we're all tied up. Back momentarily.
Angelica Barrios there cheering on a compatriot, and is some response. 11-2 after García's 11-9 first game. One each now in the men's singles gold medal match. So, excellent response from Conrrado Moscoso, the Bolivian, the current world #1. The first Bolivian, first South American man to win the World Championship singles title, 2022. You know, we talk a lot, you know, in terms of the role you have as well, the World Games, about bringing the sport, the big stories of the sport to a wider audience, and star athletes. García, as you've been saying, the kind of the coming man, that big success back in April at the Pan American Championships, but for Moscoso as well, the World Games Athlete of the Year a couple of years ago. This guy, an utter star in Bolivia.
Yes, most definitely. He is the Bolivian sports hero, much like Longoria is in Mexico. That's how, and I can assure you, whatever hour of the evening or morning Bolivia, Sucre, the country is watching their man, Conrrado Moscoso, here vying for the gold in the World Championships. Amazing how when he comes back, he will actually get a parade. Should he win or not, they will be waiting there, like you see in many sporting events, the country welcoming him back. So proud of their star.
Well, they'll be proud of what he's done here, taking the first game, first singles that his opponent has dropped.
And for those of you that don't know why racquetball is so big in Bolivia now, about 10, 15 years ago, they started building a lot of courts and a lot of junior programs, giving them rackets, balls, and this started with the president of Bolivia, Evo Morales. And that's something that can certainly happen here in China.
Yeah, it's set up, of course, hosting as well, the opportunity. We've seen all the young faces around commentating here this week, being inspired by the current elites in the sport and what they can do out there. Game 3 of this gold medal match beginning meanwhile. On the floor again, Moscoso. It's García now looking, suggests García for the response, because you know, it was all about his opponent really there, game 2.
That ball came off the sidewall, given that setup, center court. Mishit by Moscoso. It turns into a winner for García. 1-1. So the only chance that Moscoso had at getting that ball, I don't know if you saw that, but as he was out of position, here you go, he was already going to the left side, jumping over the blast that García hit, but unable to return it. He did get his racket on it, though. García up now, short called on that point. Second serve, 2-1. High lob right side. Popped out on the right side. Big mistake. Players at this level, very hard for them to miss that type of a setup shot. And of course, Moscoso showing how to do it, how to roll the ball out. 2-2. Cannot make mistakes. And both players know that. They're just too good. Again, staying with now the half lob left side. Unforced error. I'm sensing here that Moscoso is pressuring García by changing the pace of the ball a bit. Hard, soft, medium speed. García is not liking that.
Oh, come on, it's got to be there. That's got to be his point.
So it looked like Moscoso was going to swing. Of course not. He was not. He just wanted to make the point that was an avoidable point for him. You could see that. In no way was he going to swing at that ball. These guys know in every moment where the other player is on the court. And I'm sure that avoidable granted. For those of viewers that are new and watching, that in any other situation, that point would have been made by Moscoso had he hit the ball.
Assuming he'll lead of 2 here in game 3 for the Bolivian.
Finally called the foot fault. First time called in this match.
Yeah, you've been looking for it, really, from early on here, Gus.
You know, that's something that both coaches should be watching for, because that can be advantage to the serving player, too. If the receiving player returns a kill shot and the coach seeing that the server foot faulted, he should appeal the foot fault to his advantage.
Clever play from the Argentine. Let it drop, Gus, and then use that sidewall so well.
So smooth. I think that's one of the prettiest or nicest sounds in racquetball, the splat shot. There you go. And García, the musician there.
Oh, there's some good music out of his country as well. He's making sweet notes, sweet music here, looking to on the racquetball court.
3-4. That corner shot, when that ball hits right in the corner, it comes out like a super ball. It's got a different effect on it, and obviously when you're hitting that, to be able to hit that repeatedly, very hard. It usually hits one wall first or the other, but that one did, and that super ball effect is enough to not allow García to get his racket on it. Very interesting how that ball comes off the walls, and I'm sure these guys have seen it all. Asking for and give us an opportunity to thank all the organizing community here, the volunteers, all the folks that have been here basically 24/7 helping with this event. Just spectacular what they've done here in Chengdu, China. We hope that this level and type of event will continue. We believe it will, as we introduce now racquetball in China. Here we go. 5-3. Game 3. Let's watch that front flip.
Marginal again.
Very close. Equipment timeout. 30 seconds to change racket, broken strings, or official has to grant that timeout, official equipment timeout, to the player. The other player cannot come out. They can't talk to their coaches during that timeout. Basically, get a new racket and let's play.
Yeah, all about keeping the pace of play up as well, something that other racket sports have a bit of an issue with, not racquetball, I would suggest as well. You know, the kind of, especially with the crowd here, big match, the entertainment aspect, ongoing, keep the pace of play up. As I say, some other racket sports struggle with that.
Does that happen in squash? Or?
I was thinking again, tennis has issues with that, with pace of play, I think it's fair to say, with stoppages. But what we've seen here, again, racquetball, it's absolutely continuous.
Non-stop. 5-3. Showing some of his own power there, Moscoso, straight in.
Well, you were making a point earlier in the game. What he's doing, I think, very good point from you, is just a bit of variety from him in this game. García, he's been so impressive, plays that one way, that heavy ball strike, but Moscoso, just some nuance, texture to his game here in this third. But there, the raw power of García remains a clear and present danger to Moscoso here.
In a way, I think what Moscoso is trying to do is almost bore him, lull him to sleep. Slow it down. Change the pace, as you said. 4-6. Ball called short, second serve. This is an interesting way, the way the back.
Oh, command at that point. And Gus just puts that arm out as well, just to steady himself here, Moscoso, off García, and then that.
That serve that García does is a very interesting how he hits that. In that case, it was not a good serve. It was not against the glass is where he wants it. And obviously, Moscoso gaining that point very quickly. But the change of serve came from Maria Jose Vargas, who's sitting on the bench with his coach, Ernesto Ruiz. And I think that sudden change led to that poor serve. I think that was the right time to start serving like that. 7-4 now. Side out.
Yep.
Good return.
Look for a moment. Made that. García down to 2 here. Different look for him here in this match at the moment. He's dominated, as we were saying, his opponents. He's lost his first game of the draw, and now Moscoso putting him under real pressure here in game 3. Different sort of look for García to what he's been doing this week. I mean, to come from here.
Miss hit, right shot, didn't execute. Went for that reverse pinch. Neither player has been using the reverse pinch much at all this game. Reverse pinch, forehand to the near side wall here, the glass, and then front wall. Reverse pinch, the forehand.
Oh, beautifully done there. We're right behind that, our commentary position, just moving the legs there, just to create a little bit of space. Moscoso for the winner.
8-6. No, short serve called. Let's see what he does with this second serve now. And folks, if you're wondering what he's doing by rubbing the ball on the ground, he's drying it off. Somebody asked me that question. Why do they do that? Legal return there. He did not step into the safety zone until the ball bounced, nor was his body over that safety zone, as you saw there in the replay. So the appeal is that avoidable hinder was given to García because he held up, had a direct, supposedly direct shot into the front wall for a point. I would argue and disagree with that because you will see that Moscoso is off to the right side. By being off to the right side, you cannot, you have to, again, the avoidable hinder is straight in or to the back two corners. So he was off to the right side, so he had the front court to hit the ball. Granted, he was facing Moscoso and didn't want to hit him, but that would constitute a safety hinder, not an avoidable hinder. So we are repeating that.
That's the call from Pacho Gomez, referee for this gold medal match.
Well, Gomez, you know, and we've discussed this.
We've I think got a timeout here now as well, following off the back of the appeal here. This one for Moscoso.
Sure like to see that again on the replay, but for the viewers to understand that the ball where Garcia was going to hit it was in the direction of Moscoso, but not to the front wall. And that's why it's a safety hinder, not an avoidable hinder. And we've discussed this over and over again in our that's one of the most difficult rules to, I guess, write out in the book. It's not easily, it's first of all, it's very hard to understand, and then also to write it out even more so.
Everyone wondering which way this gold medal match will twist next. A bit locked in this third game. An excellent recovery from this man who's alongside his mixed doubles partner. Chances, of course, just like her singles chances, Barrios. Unfortunately, due to that knee injury she picked up in that semi-final in the singles, where put paid, she's had to give the walkover as well.
Admirable that Angelica is here. And that she's okay.
Yeah, that is the main thing with her as well. It's going to be quite a long road back for her. The initial signs with that prognosis.
8-8, game 3. All tied up 1-1 in this gold medal final. World Games 2025, Chengdu.
Behind the back shot, but nothing doing in the end. That raw power of the Argentine to the fore again.
That was raw power indeed.
3 points in a row. He's used his timeout, of course, earlier here at Moscoso. 3 points in a row for his opponent here. Puts him 2 from going back in front in games. Fabulous. I mean, he was nowhere because, I mean, that's one of the best strikes, I'd suggest, in the final here so far.
He caught him totally off guard. As you see there, that raw power from the right side deep to the left side corner. No chance for Garcia to get that.
9s here in game 3. There's the intensity as well for the first time from the world number 1.
It's so, that's the shot you don't want to leave Moscoso when he's at the service line, hitting that right front corner straight in or pinch.
What a big moment, what a big moment, Gus, this is in the gold medal match. Game point for the Bolivian.
Top.
Yeah.
Smooth.
He's got it. He's peaked there. And he's nicked this third game, the world number 1, from under the nose. Pinched it from under the nose of García. He was there 2 points to put that run together, but Moscoso responds, and you can see what it meant to him. A couple of cries of delight.
That same shot in the corner, 2 times in a row, 2 points, and Barrios cheering her compatriot on. So, first game, 11-9, Garcia. After that, it's been all Moscoso, 11-2, 11-9, 2 games to 1. Fantastic racquetball and more racquetball to come.
Well, a topsy-turvy third game, that one, as we reflect upon it. García had his chances, he was behind and then got that run of points together, and it was looking like he was going to be 2-1 up, to be honest. If someone asked me, Gus, I don't know what you think, but on that, but from there, those final couple of points from Moscoso reminds me of a point you've been making to viewers this week, is that he's very good as a match player at using intensity at moments. It's not all cheering after every point. What we saw at the end of that game was how dialed in he is and how he senses moments in matches, the Bolivian.
I think you saw that. That I agree with you. Garcia looked like he was going to take that game too. That topsy-turvy back and forth, and then dialing in. Moscoso showed the world why he is #1. And now the pressure is on Garcia having to work to take this game 4 even harder. And I think we're going to see #1 Moscoso here put even more pressure on Garcia to make the perfect shot. 0-0. Here we go.
0-0 in the fourth, but it is Moscoso at the world #1. 2-1 up in games on Argentina's García here in Chengdu.
Good serve.
It's funny, García there, the first point, as he turned around, almost looked at us to the commentary position. The intensity on his face to set up for that ball was quite something.
He looked right at his coaches after that point.
We were just behind them as well, so it was almost like he was looking at us. And the look, the zoning in those eyes, steely look. Focus. Splat off the sidewalk.
Not wasting any time. Garcia. See that again. Nicely done. 2-0. Garcia looking to his coaches. top.
It's too hot to handle there, that one. Take it on the volley.
Tough on the knees there. Let's see that again. Ouch.
Taking some hits, isn't he, through this Moscoso? Remember he fell on that left forearm, that elbow earlier in the match as well.
Wow. I don't know if you see that, but when that ball is coming off the front wall, it's literally coming off with it's almost like a curve ball. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just even more and more powerful coming off the front wall than going into the wall. Faster. .40, second serve. High lob, Nick, left side. Moscoso has been strong on that right side, not making many mistakes.
Needed that. He needed that though. Just with García winning the first 4 points of this game, just to give himself a foothold of any kind in this fourth game here.
1-4, staying with the same serve, both players. Nicely done. Backhand.
He kind of pirouetted around there, Moscoso. Beautifully done.
Following the ball around, tracking it. You lean just 1 second too far one way, and it makes it impossible for you to get back to the ball.
A lot of these athletes as well, actually, Gus. I'm thinking of Kobe Iwasa, who was saying about that. They actually like to dance as well. Takes ballroom dancing lessons. Just thinking that also there, the ability on your feet. Splat there, ooh. Sliding there on the floor, a little grimace, and he'll want that area white. It's just all the different work they do, isn't it, as well as we look back at this point, Gus, because, you know, it's the time in the gym, but as you've been making the point through, you know, commentating all these matches, to be an elite racquetball player, you've got to do so many different things, have so many different attributes, do so many things so well, not just crack a ball.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly right. I mean, the time in the gym, that's a must, but time in the court and playing all the different types of players on the different types of surfaces and also elevations, climate, a lot of factors come in to play. Fortunately, here in Chengdu, in these courts, very dry, air conditioned, even though outside it's very humid, very hot. But we really haven't seen that. We have seen the floor wet, a few wet balls, but primarily from the players perspiring themselves, not from the conditions of the facility. The facility is spectacular. Wow. Ace.
Timeout.
Just looking at it, let's see that again.
Timeout for Garcia, for the Argentine here, because after that fast start, he's lost the last 4 points to Moscoso. Others have been making at the same time as well about the health of the individual. Got to be borne in mind. Is he going to continue here, or is that going to be that?
It's like he's putting a glove on. Let's see if how he feels.
He's gonna. I think he's gonna continue here. Brave decision. Let's check him here as he hits that ball as well, just for his any signs of discomfort. Of course, we'll know when we get into back into competitive action how mobile he is. I mean, the hip Such, I mean, all elements of the body as well are put into the mixer here, but the hip is a key area for an athlete. That left hip. Here we go. Used all the available time. The injury. 2-1 down in games here. Diego Garcia, 4 each in the fourth in the gold medal match. He's stretching it out as well. And it is Moscoso here who resumes here off the injury timeout for Garcia with the service. 4 each in the fourth. 2-1 up. There we go.
What it is to be young.
He's got the first point on the resumption.
I'm sure stretching it or whatever, but if it's the hip, if it's a bone, just very, very... And then to aggravate it again could just make it worse. So what we saw yesterday with Kobe Wasa serving, and if Garcia would be able to do that, if he could just outright serve and win the point, he can get away with not moving too much. He can have some success, but I don't think that's going to happen with Moscoso. Not a lot of expression, even while sitting on the bench here for Garcia. I mean, excruciating pain or hard to tell. Hard to tell.
I think at the moment I'd suggest Gus right now. Obviously, we didn't see everything with the medical team there, but I mean he's just managing it point by point right now, just trying to keep it all in here. Yeah, he's grimacing there as well. He's just doing those stretches, waiting to receive service. He really is having to grin and bear. Tough as well, lunging forward. Moscoso, a very smart match player. I do think he's obviously aware of all of that, Garcia.
Pre-injury, I think Garcia would have easily gotten that ball, and he let up on that one.
He's just got to manage everything now. Maybe not go for everything, every point in the way that he would have done. Conserve, wait for opportunities to strike.
I do like what I heard Osvaldo Maggi, our president, and actually the head of Argentina racquetball, say to Diego. That was
bit of pain then. Is that then actually, do you need to change it if you're confident in your style? And you've got to deal with all of that in a few moments.
And how he's serving to him, changing the different serves. I certainly would continue to drive hard at Garcia, because any lob serve, of course, Garcia would be able to return. But if he has to stretch to return the ball, might aggravate the injury some more.
Second serve here from the Argentine. Now
nobody does that better.
Yeah. I mean, you see that ball there, and if you're just joining us, you're thinking, right, no, he looks absolutely great, fine, no problems. Looks like he's fighting back here, forcing a fifth game, no issues.
9-6. You'd never know if you just started watching. Yeah, this has definitely affected both players. Moscoso, like you mentioned, could be even more affected by Garcia's injury, as we see here.
Yeah, I mean that's an uncharacteristic error there, and it's gifted Garcia here 4 game points.
What it is to be young, unbelievable. Like nothing happened. Unbelievable. 11-6 game number.
How has he done that? I don't think Maria Jose Vargas there can quite believe that.
Nobody can.
That's an amazing job for the injury there to go on and win game 4 and force a 5th and deciding game here in this men's singles gold medal match in Chengdu. Diego Garcia of Argentina very much getting himself back in the picture here against Conrrado Moscoso of Bolivia. Game 4 for García, battling the injury, battling his way to an 11-6 decision. 2 each here. Well, I mean, everyone here, I think, in the high-tech zone sports centre wondering there how this Argentine has managed to do that. That injury looked like a left hip injury, but off the injury timeout, he played as cool as you like, and you just wonder actually for Moscoso, that was the problem really. He wasn't anywhere near it on the resumption there, and that's why we got this 5th and deciding game to come out.
That injury timeout affected Moscoso much more than Garcia, because as we saw, he was in the court continuing to hit the ball, but mentally it took a toll on him. When the play resumed, Garcia, feeling, you know, that he's got to do the best he can and not likely to come out of this with a win, all of a sudden started to hit the ball, and Moscoso was surprised by what he saw and not able to do anything. And then Garcia continued to get better. I don't know, and nobody knows, but Garcia, how much that is aggravating him, and we'll have to see what happens here in this 5th and final game as he goes back on the court. I don't see him favoring the leg any, maybe a little bit. You can kind of see how he's... But I'm thinking here Moscoso's, whatever happened. This is the 5th and final game. We're vying for gold, and you're going to get everything that a #1 player is going to come at you with right now.
Yeah, this is what it all comes down to. The men's singles gold medal match in Chengdu in the racquetball. The 5th and deciding game. World #1. Pegged back by his opponent. Moscoso to serve first to Garcia in the decider. Confident start as well. Their previous meeting that we've referenced on a few occasions because of its recency and its magnitude as well. The Pan American Championship semi-final in April went the distance. Maybe that was an omen, although it didn't look likely when Garcia had that injury timeout in game 4 that it would get here. But it has done, and the crowd on tenterhooks here. Which way this will go?
That serve now, watch the serve. It comes off the side wall first and leaving a setup off the back wall for Garcia. That serve has to hit the back wall first to be an effective serve. The angle that you just saw Garcia hit that ball was going to hit the back wall first. Moscoso cut it off, skipped it in. Up 2-1. This kid's amazing. And that, you can see that he hesitated to push off in that direction because that's exactly the hip that he apparently injured. And if I was Moscoso, I'd continue to do those drives to the right side, getting him to turn around. Good serve. Yeah, there again.
Just get the sense, the point tactically. I mean, it sounds really, really cold-hearted, ruthless here, but you've got to do what you've got to do. I mean, Garcia's continued. Moscoso has to find a way of wrestling back the initiative, and I just feel he was working through on, if you like, his coach there, if you were coaching the game plan.
Exactly. He's got to. That's the weak link right there.
Got to go there. Keep going there.
He's having trouble going to the right side. Make him go that way. and like you said, ruthless, but we're vying for gold here. And I think Moscoso still not believing he lost that fourth game.
Yeah. Remember as well, for the two nations here, neither nation has ever won the men's singles gold medal in the racquetball.
Wow.
Argentina or Bolivia in the men's singles at the World Games.
Cracking on the right
Garcia
side.
Garcia just continues to, you keep, every time he wins a point, you think, how is he doing that? Yeah, 3 nations to date have won the gold medal in the men's singles. There is, that's a quiz question for you. That's too easy for you, Gus, with your encyclopedic knowledge of the sport.
Well, I can say USA, Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh, unbelievable.
Far back in the court. I mean, as sweet as a nut there. Yeah, just back on the point there, as you say, the USA winning the first 4 men's singles golds. Then Gutierrez of Mexico winning in Cali 2013. And then last time out, the man who was dethroned by Garcia in the quarterfinals here, Andres Acuña of Costa Rica. The winner of the men's singles 3 years ago. In those nations, USA, Mex and Costa Rica. But what a new nation will be winning this men's singles gold. Who's it going to be? Argentina or Bolivia?
4-4. Going to 11. Win by 2.
Two games each. 4 points each in the 5th. If you take off the injury time, over and quarter this one.
That would have been a point for Moscoso had he not foot faulted. And it was a clear foot fault. The referee saw it. Had he not seen it, you have to wonder if the Argentine coach would have appealed and said, that's so important. So what went from getting a point to now losing a point because he stepped over the service line. Costly mistake for Moscoso there. Very costly mistake. Garcia up again, 5-4 now. And that could be the turning point. Not to be, says Moscoso.
This is on a knife edge.
5-5. Again, that right corner, Moscoso outright controlling that when he gets set up at that service line. Few mistakes up there. Up on top again, 6-5 as we near the end of this game and match. Great, good serve, better return.
Yeah, another one. Kind of an incredulous look there from Moscoso at that. Like, how are you doing that at this point? Garcia continuing, no, they're both doing it, continuing to dig deeper into their considerable reserves.
Nick lob, left side.
Out to that right side again. And then takes charge there, Moscoso. 4 points away. What an effort this has been from this young man. He's still right there, only trailing by a point.
7-6. Timeout now. Moscoso, Bolivia. 1 minute. Let's see there. He was checking to make sure that the timeout was available. I don't recall a previous timeout from Moscoso.
No, this is the first of the fifth in deciding game, that's for sure.
Gomez just double checking. Remember, the players, when they call a timeout, they have to be awarded the timeout to come out. And typically, if they've already had their timeout and maybe forget that they already took it, the referee can tell them, you have no timeouts remaining, play ball. In this case, I think it was just Gomez that was not remembering or had not marked it properly. But he does have that availability. See the replay there into the right side, and then nice touch shot backhand down the line. So resuming play here shortly.
Yeah, Vargas here as well, doubles partner, success of her own, of course, offering some words there, and for Angelica Barrios as well, in that position as she's been alongside Moscoso, his partner. Those opportunities, that's his timeout used. Garcia has still got his, if he needs it, remainder of this, but that is being used now by the Bolivian, who resumes, going to resume here with a single point advantage. This is going to the wire here. In defeat here, is it going to be the world number 1 here? Conrrado Moscoso, who wins the gold medal here in Chengdu. Very close to it now.
The official individuals deserve a lot of credit.
So they resume, both have used their timeouts now. Let's see who comes out on top here. Moscoso resuming with the service, 2 points to clinch the gold medal. All as you like.
Good timeout. Good timeout, Garcia. Ouch. There it is. Straight in, straight back. Best shot in racquetball. 8-9.
Oh.
So appealing. Interesting. The serve that Garcia hit was not anticipated by Moscoso. Watch how he was, well, you couldn't see him, but he was going left, looking for down the line, and he got off a shot that made it to the front wall, and then he blocked.
And he got bumped.
And he got bumped. Now, that ball died in the front court, so was he able to get to that, as we're looking at the referees reviewing that? And he's saying that he could have gotten to that ball, so we will replay that. I don't know if he could have gotten to that, but I'm not the referee.
Still 2 play Moscoso.
Oh, impressive!
That is so good. At that moment to produce that play, the Bolivian.
What a point. Here now at 10-8, asking for the maintenance group to come in. What a point. Either one of those players could have been credited for a fantastic point.
Yeah, this isn't a timeout. This is the surface being dried here, ahead of the gold medal points to come for the Bolivian.
would have liked to see that one again. And now, what do we have? First possible game and match point. 3 chances, actually 2 chances for Moscoso.
It is 2 gold medal points. First of them, brilliantly saved by Garcia. I mean, you're not surprised.
No. No. And Moscoso, there it is. Couldn't get to it. Moscoso can win the gold, receiving the ball on this serve.
He definitely can. 2nd gold medal point for the Bolivian. Oh, and he cuts down on it and it's denied. It was there for him. It was there.
The crowd loves it. Here we go. See it again.
Gus on his racket here.
It was there. Yes, it was. Straight down the left side. Straight down the left side. Did not get it. Break for Garcia.
The gold medal match going to a sudden death situation here. 10s in the 5th and final game. 2 points. It's always in that situation needed. The margin for victory.
Crowd loves it.
Moscoso down.
Looks like he was hit.
Yeah. Looks like he's been hit here. It's all going on.
By the racket.
Yeah.
Let's see if we... Yeah, he caught him on the backswing.
Oh, nasty.
And certainly we want to make sure he's okay first. Now watch this. Boom.
Ooh.
You saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the eyewear there, but that was just right across the face there of the Bolivian. So the medical staff who were, of course, on earlier for Garcia and his injury, now treating Moscoso here.
And making sure, of course, we want to know that Moscoso's okay, but the call remains as it was called. The follow-through, catching Moscoso on the forehead, it appears.
Yeah, no. Very dramatic. A shorter timeout there. Another round of applause again. And Moscoso there, good to see, of course, he's back here, but having had 2 gold medal points, he's lost the last 3 points. He's got to steady himself to try and save a gold medal point. It's all been going on. Oh, but he's back off the court again here. Moscoso.
Doesn't appear he got cut, which is good.
Well, they put the ice pack on that area. I mean, I guess having the eyewear would have helped him as well, potentially. I mean, we haven't had another detailed look back at it yet, but...
The eyewear really helps when hit by the ball, obviously. When hit by the racket, not much will protect you from that. And then the eyewear sometimes actually even serves to cut you if you hit racket, eyewear, and then skin.
Gold medal point. He saved 2. Diego Garcia here on Conrrado Moscoso. This men's singles gold medal match. Now it's the Argentine with gold medal point on resumption. There, they both now, if you think of the gold medal points, Gus, there, you'd say again, Garcia had an opening.
If you look at this.
This is incredible drama.
Incredible indeed. If you look at this, the cracks, the shots on both sides of the court were both cracks rallies, and they returned them both.
Yeah, it was a terrific point, especially at this stage. He'll have another. Clinical that time.
The crowd on edge, at their feet.
I mean, how? I mean, this gold medal match has had basically everything now. I mean, injury timeouts for both, gold medal points saved, another one here for Garcia to win it all. that.
He wanted it all on that serve.
Short serve, so second serve here, second gold medal point. Moscoso's had 2 gold medal points himself. Drama on free flow in Chengdu here. The best of racquetball here.
What a get. Moscoso dominant on that right side. He missed the pinch, but recovered quickly and getting the ball off the back wall and driving it straight down the line.
It's kind of just a sense of incredulity around here in the crowds, wondering what's next in this one. This match now, making it now, going through this final game, we're up to about 1 hour and 40. If you take off the extended timeout, there's a few minutes for Moscoso for the eye injury as well. Absolute epic encounter here.
12-12, must win by 2, 5th game.
And we keep going, Gus. We make that point. It will keep going until there is a 2-point winning margin. And one of these amazing athletes clinches the gold. Second serve.
Going with the high Nick lob now.
Out of position, Moscoso. Out on his feet.
What a return by García. Difficult serve, and there's an appeal. Appealing that. Watch the shot now. We couldn't see it from there. He's appealing that ball bounced twice, the one that García.
Yeah, first appeal of the deciding game. We wait for it.
We could not tell by the replay here that we saw.
Yeah, they're reviewing the footage again on the tablet device. Pacho Gomez and Diana Aguilar.
It looked like, it sounded like it may have skipped.
Tricky one though, even from where we are, got a fantastic commentary position. That was a difficult one to spot.
And look at Aguilar and that smile, saying we've got to
call
this correctly.
They always want. That's the mission statement, isn't it? That's the for the officials. But especially here, 12 all in the decider. There's pressure.
And guess what? Moscoso was right.
Yeah.
13-12.
So
I thought I heard that.
Yeah. This is his 3rd gold medal point. He saved 2 in the meantime. The Bolivian. Can he clinch it this time?
We will see.
Here we go then. 3rd gold medal point.
Half lob. And there it is.
It is this time. The brilliant Bolivian. Conrrado Moscoso saves gold medal points and is the history man for Bolivia. A 1st gold medal for his nation in the racquetball. The world #1 underlines his status as the very best as he hits the summit here in Chengdu. Conrrado Moscoso is the men's singles champion at the World Games 2025 Chengdu.
There you saw the last point. Congratulations, Conrrado, gold medal, redeeming himself from the Pan American loss he had, as you said, Guy. #1, winning the gold here in the World Games 2025. What a fantastic match. Congratulations to both players.
He is the winner of the gold medal, but a word for his beaten opponent as well. What he came through after that injury timeout, Diego Garcia of Argentina. I mean, that match had basically everything. The best possible advertisement for this wonderful sport of racquetball here on the programme at the World Games, but at the end of it, saving the gold medal points along the way in that one, well over 1 hour and a half. It is Conrrado Moscoso of Bolivia, the world #1, who is the World Games gold medalist, the champion in the men's singles for the first time here. The first men's singles gold, the first gold medal in the racquetball at the World Games for Bolivia. A historic moment. Winner there, 14-12, saving gold medal points in the decider, Moscoso, to win it 3-2 over García of Argentina in this one.